immigration, deal-making drama, and maybe the worst political answer in history?
Dish.
This is Not My Party. Brought to you by the Bulwark. All right, y'all, I want to get to some very serious legislative business. But first, a little holiday treat from me to you. I want to show you the worst answer I think I have ever seen a politician give to a softball question.
It's a pretty low bar these days.
From New York City's Democratic mayor, once considered a rising star, Eric Adams. Let's roll the tape.
You look at the totality of the year. If you had to describe it in one word, what would that word be, and tell me why?
New York. This is a place where every day you wake up, you could experience everything from a plane crashing into our trade center to a person who's celebrating a new business that's open.
Wow! That was terrible.
Oh my God. I mean, okay. So first you think this is bad because New York is two words actually, not one. But then somehow dude takes a question about his word of the year and transitions that into a riff about planes flying into skyscrapers as if that's a common occurrence in New York and not the greatest tragedy in the history of the country.
Welcome to life in the big city.
This might even be a bigger fail than the classic Miss South Carolina response.
People out there in our nation don't have that, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as.
Please, no more.
I think I might have had a small stroke.
All right, now over to the Senate for a more penetrating discussion about the holes in our, oh God, no, not that, stop. Y'all, I'm not one to kink shame, but you cannot do butt stuff in the congressional hearing room. Amy Klobuchar sits right there. Find a coat closet like a gentleman.
Inappropriate.
Now for realsies. We are staring down the barrel of two imminent crises, and the House of Representatives just went home for the holidays.
The world's on fire.
Sorry, sir, I'm on vacation.
We have the situation on the border, which is increasingly untenable. Check out this video that shows the influx of immigrants at Eagle Pass in Texas.
More than 10,800 migrants crossed through the southern border in a single day Monday.
Even lefty Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman is acknowledging that we must make changes. Simultaneously, Ukraine is running out of weaponry. Zelensky came to the US to make his case for more assistance last week.
When freedom is strong in one country, it is strong everywhere.
Now, if we had a functional Congress and two responsible governing parties, we could address both of these unrelated issues with separate pieces of bipartisan legislation. But that's not our work.
Governance!
The Republicans are demanding that both of these issues are linked. There are some Republicans in the Senate who seem to be negotiating on this point in good faith, led by Oklahoma Senator James Lankford. And then there's the House, led by MAGA Mike Johnson, where Republicans are basically calling for an American Iron Curtain if they're going to give any money to Ukraine. Their outlandish demands make me suspect that they don't want a deal at all and would be happy to use the border crisis as an election issue going into 2024.
Well, it wasn't me.
This has me deeply concerned that our Ukrainian allies are going to be hung out to dry. The way I see it, the best approach going forward on both politics and policy is for Biden to work with the Senate on a compromise and use that to pressure the House to act.
You resort to peer pressure?
Absolutely.
In this dream world, Dealin' Joe gives Republicans a lot of what they want on the border, and he's already signaled a willingness to do that. The hope being that there are enough normie Republicans willing to work with Democrats to get it done.
One can only hope.
This could be a win-win for the president. If he gets that deal and the House blocks it, it would make them responsible for failing to fund Ukraine and the border, which are both popular positions. And if it passes, Biden gets another big bipartisan win going into an election year.
It'd be very helpful, yeah.
So I'm not getting my hopes up for any more hot Senate action before the holidays. But hopefully after a little creamy eggnog and some Senate hearing room disinfectant, the grown-ups can come back in January and get something done. Both Ukraine and American border towns are depending on it.
We could all use a win right now.
Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week for more Not My Party. For more episodes of Not My Party, smash that subscribe button. And scan right here to subscribe on Snapchat, where you can get the episodes first and all the Not My Party content you desire.